Hey y'all, thank you for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. As I mentioned in my last episode, I thought, given the time of year, that I would dedicate an episode or two to some simple and relatively quick woodworking projects that you might want to consider doing for gifts for people in your life. And so along that vein, in this episode, I'm going to make this. This, of course, is a knife storage block. This here I made for steak knives, a set of, obviously, 6 steak knives that I bought on Amazon. And this particular set that I bought came with these little rests for, I guess, your knife and whatnot, if you're eating. Thought it was interesting. I've never used these knives, so I'm not saying I'm recommending them. I don't know anything about them, but I wanted a set for this project, and I saw this set, so I bought it. And if by chance you are wondering what set of knives it is, it's this here. Again, off of Amazon, wasn't too much money. Seemed decent, but never used them. Not familiar with the brand, but anyway, FYI, that's what I bought. So anyway, this is not actually the first knife block that I made. I made one several years ago for my own use. In fact, it was this one. You know, I had a set of knives that I purchased right after undergraduate school, and the block, of course, was just for those knives. And over the years, I accumulated other knives, steak knives and whatnot, and I don't recall where I had them stored. I hate to think they were in a drawer someplace, but they might have been. But I decided, you know, why not just make a block to put all my junk in one place? So I made that block. So anyway, I thought it was a neat project. Again, fairly simple, quick. It could be a great gift idea, so I thought, let's do it. So with that, let's get started. So for this project, I decided to use some 8-quarter cherry that I had left over from another project. So I cut a piece of that and resawed it in half. I then used my thickness planer to plane those pieces down to a thickness of about 3/4 of an inch. I then cross-cut 3 10-inch pieces from this stock, which was about 5.5 inches wide. All right, so here are the pieces that I'm going to use to make up this knife block. And I got into SketchUp right quick and just did a quick little cheat sheet to help me figure out dimensions and whatnot. But basically, I'm just going to use these knives to help me lay out next how I want to cut the slots for storage. So I'm going to go ahead now and clamp these pieces into my vise and lay things out. So now I'm going to have 3 across, 2 rows of 3, the knives. So, and I have already thought about this, but let me just lay it out. All right, so the knives will basically be centered here, here, and there when stored. So I'm going to cut the dados on this side. All right, so now let me put my dado set in the table saw and cut it. Okay, so here are the work pieces that I'm going to cut the slots in. I have these two. This is the centerpiece. And I've got my dado set in, and I've adjusted the height of the blades to just under 3 of these little laminate countertop samples that I use for spacers for various things. So now I'm just going to line up the cut and obviously do each slot in the row at the same time, and I can glue this together. All right, now it's time to glue up the block. I'm going to try to keep the glue only where I want it, but I know that will be next to impossible, so I've cut some strips of scrap here to help me feed through the block to clean out excess glue, knowing that once it dries, it won't affect anything anyway. So let's do it. All right, it should be good. So the block now has sat overnight and dried. And here, as I begin to kick things off for the day, I have forgotten to turn my audio on. So I'm just going to unclamp it and clean it up before continuing on with the project. Okay, I am now going to use my table saw to cut off the end of my knife block here, 45 degrees to prop it up. Okay, and now I have a 1/2-inch roundover bit in my router. And what I'm going to do now is just use that to just soften the edges of the knife block. Okay, now I need to cut the triangle to hold the knife block up. And I want it to go up to about 6 inches. To cut that angle. And I want this side of the triangle to be 6 inches. So that should be the triangle. Okay, and now I just need to attach this block, or attach the two together. So let me get it roughly centered. Let that dry. All right, this sat for a few hours, so I think that's long enough for me to unclamp it. And there you go. Okay. So now I could stop here. However, this set came with these little rests, which I thought were interesting. Where if you're eating, you could, rest your knife and a spoon so it's not sitting on the table, which, think what you will about that. But anyway, I'm thinking of making something to kind of hold these things together so they're not lost in a drawer that will attach to the top of this block. Again, you could stop here, sand it, oil it, but let me work on this. All right. At least now I won't lose them in a drawer someplace. To plan was to put these on top. I'll let this all dry and think about it overnight. Okay, so I slept on it and decided to attach that rest or the little rack that I made for the utensil rests on the front of the tool block instead of the top. I thought it just looked kind of weird sitting on top, and it ended up being just the right height for the front, so and there's enough room in there to take it out. You can't just dump them out, but you can get them out easy enough. And like I said, if I didn't have this, I know what would happen. I'd put them someplace in a drawer, perhaps never to be seen again. So now what I'm going to do is just put some oil on it. And that should be it. I usually would put something like block oil on this, but I searched my house and I don't have any for some reason. So I have this stuff, which will be fine. This is just a beeswax and oil, lemon oil, or orange oil. That does it for me for today. I hope you got something out of this, found this useful. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. That's very helpful. And if you have any questions or if you have any projects you've done, any nice, simple woodworking projects, perhaps gift ideas that you've done and want to post it on the site and share, please feel free to do so. That'd be great. And if you have any questions, put those in the comments section below. I'll make sure to answer those as quickly as possible. And as always, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel so you can get notifications of future content. And until next time, bye for now.